Next, we're going to look at selecting some boards for our project. I have a small addition here. I'm going to use white oak. I have the same thing here, window on the other side as well. I'm going to need 4 long boards and then some smaller boards for under the window. I'm going to get those measurements now. So what I decided to do here is a board and batten kind of thing. Battens are going to be on the inside. Boards on top of that. Still have a nice drainage plane where everything can stay nice and dry and drain. If any water gets back there, it will drain out. So I have a lot more white oak than I thought I did, including 2 more layers up on top here. The widest ones at 10 inches. I'd have to cut a little bit off the sides to get nice clean straight edges. Those aren't wide enough for the side of the windows on my project, so I'm gonna have to do 2 boards for each side next to the windows I can use, and then that way I can also use smaller width boards if I need to, and I'll try to get even width boards for under the windows as well. Most of your boards will have some amount of cupping. Here's an exaggerated example. Can't really use this for a wide board for any projects. So, it's going to end up just being a sliver that you can get out of that. So what you can do with this, you can cut it straight down the middle, and then you can use 2 smaller boards for a project. Got a couple examples here. This here, you can see I'm only going to get about 4 inches wide here. That'd be fine to use for maybe window trim, not for this project. You want to be careful about this here. Got a really large knot right in the middle of the board. If you're going to use this for anything, suggest cutting that knot out. When it's going through your thickness planer, when you get thinner, maybe around 1/2 inch, this board is going to just tear right in half. So here are the boards I selected. All minimal knots, bows, twists, etc. I'm going to use the brush, clean them off, and we'll send all those through the planer. Alright, I've got my planer set up. I've got the stop started at 3/4 of an inch. If I think I need a little bit more cleaned off the surface, I can go down a little bit smaller. I'm going to start sending each board through, if it's cupped, with 2 edges touching the bottom of the thickness planer surface. Otherwise, if I send it through like this first, might be some rocking, mess up the cut. If your thickness planer stops like mine just did, it's either too deep of a cut or hit a knot All I do is raise it up halfway, push the reset button, and then you're good to go again. So I've started doing 3/4 of a turn. Each pass through seemed pretty good. Now I'm on the last one. That's down to 3/4 inch. White oak is looking very nice. Cleared everything bad off with the stains and whatnot. After I start it running now again, then I'll switch it to the finishing cut for this last pass. I set back to the regular faster cut, turned it off. Now it's one board down, 7 more to go. So this board in the middle here is a very light color while I was playing it, but after putting it next to these other ones, pretty sure that's red oak, so I'm gonna have to pick another board to work with. Alright, it took me about 15 minutes per board to plane these down from 1.25 to 3/4 inch. Flat both sides. Can really start to appreciate the grain now. Got a few spots that I'll need to work around. On the sides that I know I want to keep exposed, I made sure to use the finishing setting on the planer. For next time, we're going to straighten and flatten this edge. You're not going to want to miss it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button.